Hello, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back to Alexis Faye Yoga. I'm so very glad that you've decided to join me today. I have a quick yoga flow to help you move better throughout your day. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and roll out your mat. Hit the like and subscribe buttons down below and we'll flow right into it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another week of yoga. Sending that right foot back. We'll begin our practice in our mountain pose, bringing the feet underneath of the hips. We'll pick up the toes, spread them out nice and wide, and set them back down. Now draw the shoulders up to the ears, circle them back, and then press them down the spine. Rotate the palms forward, tuck the hips, and draw the chin in slightly so that we are stacked from our feet all the way up to our head. We'll close our eyes or allow our vision to be soft as we take a moment to press into the feet, to come back to our breath, and to let any thoughts that we do not need for the next little while to drift to the back of our mind. Now with our next in-breath, we'll circle the arms up overhead, reach them nice and tall to the sky. With our exhale, we'll move to our cactus pose, drawing the shoulder blades in together at the spine. Spread the fingertips out nice and wide. With our next in-breath, we'll send the arms back up towards the sky and then sweep them to our sides as we hinge and fold forward. With our next inhale, we'll move to a halfway lift, pressing into the toes, reaching forward with the top of the head and flattening out the back. With our exhale, we'll hinge and fold forward again. Take a moment to wiggle out, to allow your body to soften and relax into this pose, especially if it's your first stretch of your day. And then with our next in-breath, we'll lift to a halfway lift again, engaging the core as we do so we can really reach forward with the top of the head. With our exhale, we'll hinge and fold forward. Now reverse swan diving the arms, sweep them out to the sides. Inhale to lift the chest, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale to our cactus pose. Inhale to reach nice and tall. Exhale, we'll hinge and fold all the way forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands down. We'll step, hop, or float the feet back for our plank pose. Now we'll lower all the way to the ground. You can chaturanga or you can drop your knees. Inhale to an up dog or a cobra, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale to soften the chest a little closer to the floor, and then press up through your tabletop or through your plank pose, and then send the hips up and back behind for your down dog. Again, take a little bit of time here. Wiggle it out, paddle out the legs, swivel out the hips. Good. We're going to walk the hands about a hand's distance closer towards our toes. Take the knees and put a little more bend to them as we step the feet a little further away from each other. Now really press the earth away from the hands so we can send our sit bones up nice and tall to the sky. If you'd like from here, you can extend your legs towards straight, or you can keep that nice bend in the knees. Beautiful. We're going to soften our knees down to the mat, but we're going to reach our knees out towards the outer edges of our mat as we lower, and then bring our big toes into touch. Now planting our right hand underneath of the chest. With a big breath in, we'll send our left arm up towards the sky. And with our exhale, we'll thread that left arm all the way over towards our right side before we bring the shoulder and side of face down. Now we can gently press into the right hand to help us open the twist a little further. Or we can soften our twist, bringing our chest closer towards our left bicep. Now pressing into the right hand to unthread the left, reach the left up towards the sky, and then bring the left hand down. Take a moment to reset, and then move your left hand underneath of the chest. With a nice big in-breath, we'll send our right arm up towards the sky, and then we'll thread it all the way over towards our left, bringing the shoulder and side of face down. Again, we'll press into the left hand to reach the right back up to the sky. Exhale to drop the right hand, walk the knees underneath of the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. We'll take a few cat-cows here. Inhale to reach the eyes up the wall in front of you. Exhale to curl and arch back through the mid-back, moving back and forth with your breath. Good. We'll shift back to sit on the heels for a moment, reaching nice and tall through the top of the head. And then we'll drop our left ear towards our left shoulder, dropping the shoulders away from the ears so we can find a big stretch up the side of our neck. We'll roll chin to chest as we move our right ear towards our right shoulder. And we're going to swing gently back and forth, bringing chin to chest as we move from side to side, moving in these little half circles. And the next time that our chin is back to our chest, we'll lift our eyes forward again, dropping our fingertips down in one direction to help us circle the legs out and around. We'll lengthen them out in front of the body, give them a nice bouncing out, a little bit of a wiggle. We'll circle the arms all the way around the body so that the fingertips are pointed away and are planted back behind us. And then we're going to crawl or walk them just a little further back. Now, like we're taking the largest breath we've taken today, we'll take a big breath in, drawing the shoulder blades in together at the spine, lifting the chest and taking the eyes up towards the sky. Good. With our exhale, we'll soften the abdomen to roll the shoulders forward to give us the space to walk back up out of this pose. Now, pointing the toes to the sky, we're engaging all the way up the legs so the kneecaps are gently pulling up towards the hips. We'll send the arms to the sky as well. Keep in mind, if your shoulders are talking to you already, just drop your fingertips to your shoulders. You'll get the same goodness, just with a slightly different pose. Reaching nice and tall through the top of the head, through the toes, through the fingertips. And at the end of each exhale, we'll recheck our posture to sit up just a teensy bit taller. Press the hips, press the chest forward. Breathe deeply. Now we're going to try and keep our nice upright posture here as we lift our left leg to hover over the mat. Keeping our long spine as we start to shift back slightly so that we can bring our left foot in closer and then drop it to the outside of our right leg. Sit up nice and tall again. We'll turn towards the left side of our mat. We'll bring our right arm to connect to the outside of our left knee. And then again, finding a gentle twist, turning to look over our left shoulder. With an in-breath, we'll reach both arms up to the sky again. Sit up nice and tall. We'll pick up our left leg, extend it long, hover for a moment or two, and set it down. Take a moment to recheck your posture. Sit up nice and tall. And then we'll lift our right leg to hover over the mat. Engage through the core. Keep the spine long as we shift back slightly to bend at the knee and bring our right foot in. We'll set it down on the outside of our left leg. Sit up nice and tall. We'll turn towards the right side of our mat, connecting our left elbow to our right knee, turning to look over our right shoulder, gentle twist. Untwisting, taking the chest forward, the arms will reach back up to the sky. We'll lift and extend our right leg to hover over the mat. Exhale, set it down. We can drop the arms, take a moment, wiggle it out. And then we'll sweep the arms back up towards the sky with our exhale, reaching really, really long with the fingers. We'll hinge and fold forward, reaching towards our legs. You can keep a nice big bend in the knees. You don't have to have your legs straight. Finding a pose that's comfortable in your body. You can find some movement here. Or you can find peace in your stillness. With an in-breath, we'll start to lift back up, sweep the arms to the sky. We'll shift back slightly so we can find that core engagement. As we lift both legs, bring them in close to the body and set them down. Butterfly pose. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Wrap the hands around the outside edges of the feet. Press the knees into the earth or towards the earth. We can find a little bit of a sway side to side or slight fluttering to the knees. And then we're going to wrap our peace sign around our big toes. So our pointer and middle finger of both hands to wrap around our big toes. We'll start to shift back, finding that length through the spine. Really reach at the back of the head. You can walk your heels in a little bit closer if you need to. And then we'll start to find our balance point here. Lifting the heels slightly off the mat. This may be as far as you want to go with this pose, and that's all right. You can gently bring the feet in, find a little bit of a floating butterfly instead. Or we can start to extend the legs a little more out in front of the body. Or we can find the full extension of our legs, finding them nice and straight, reaching long with the back of the head. And then maybe we can let go of the feet, finding a variation to our boat pose, engaging through the core, and breathing deeply. And then we'll start to shift and lower slowly to the mat. Once all the way down, walk the bottoms of the feet in and then curl into a nice tight ball. Wrap the arms around the legs. Find a little bit of compression towards the abdomen by pulling the legs, the thighs in towards the body. Lifting the back of the head off the mat. Bring chin to chest. We can find a little rolling side to side. A little rocking back and forth. And then maybe we start to move the hands from the tops of the shins to behind the calves. And maybe we start to rock forward and back a little more. And then maybe we use that momentum to tuck our feet underneath of us and make our way to standing. Maybe not. Maybe you want to roll to one side instead and press your hands into the earth to make your way to standing instead. But whichever variation you take, we'll make our way back to our mountain pose. Bringing the feet under the knees, under the hips, we'll pick up the toes, spread them out wide, and set them back down. Draw the shoulders up to the ears. We'll pull them back and then down the spine. Tucking the hips slightly, drawing the chin in so the ears are over the shoulders. Closing the eyes or allowing the vision to be soft. And I'll take a few more deep breaths here. Taking a moment to thank yourself for coming to your mat today. For taking this time out of your day to move, to stretch, to challenge yourself in a way that shows love, care, and gratitude towards yourself. We'll take one last large breath in through the nose and let it out as an open mouth sigh. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It is always such a joy and an honor to get to spend this time with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Go in love, go in light, go in peace, and go in joy. Thank you.